Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Game Hub. I'm your host, Gamer K, and happy Valentine's, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, I got two ladies there, one lady there, and one big creep with weird hair. Sounds like Charlie's Angels to me. And since it's the Valentine's episode, I'm doing a very romantic video, my top 13 Disney and Pixar couples. Why top 13? Because here, only the odd can be number one. And because it's Valentine's Day, and it's one of my favorite holidays, I want to bring home a guest to fit the year. My girlfriend, my pretty lady. I'm not going to say her name because of reasons. Come on out, pretty lady. Come on out.
Hello.
This is her. And the love of my life. We just got back from our early Valentine's dinner. So, you ready for these couples?
Yes, I am.
You have no clue any of them.
No. Well, I know a couple.
Yeah, she knows 3 of them because of the photo.
Yes.
So, let's get this list started with coming at number 13, a couple that's really old school and definitely like me and her. She's the scorching hot one. I'm the weird funny one. Can you guess who?
I mean, Jessica Rabbit and
Roger Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Yep, they're at number 13, which is odd because I like them so much.
I do too.
I mean, yeah, she's the one that every man wants.
Oh, yes.
And he's the goofball.
I know.
I like them together because they're one of the few couples on this list that are actually married.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But, unfortunately, in the movie, the reason they're low on the list, they don't really interact that much throughout the movie together. Like, they're rarely together.
You're right.
Not until the last little bit, and even that's a letdown. Mm-hmm. What would have made them a better couple is if through the movie we see little snippets of them, like, before they were married. You know, like, maybe she was performing at a club, and he wanted to get up the courage to talk to her, and then he made a fool of himself. Everyone laughs, and it makes her laugh.
Right.
Because whenever anyone asks, what do you see in him? She always responds,
He makes me laugh.
that would have tied into why she loves him. But no, we just get a smoking hot woman who's married to a cartoon rabbit.
Yes.
Oddly enough...
She's cartoon too.
Yeah, but she's more of a human.
Oh, gotcha.
Also, for those of you who don't know, the voice of Jessica Rabbit was the one and only Chandler Bing's father from Friends.
Shocking.
Let that sink into a minute if you know Friends. Well, enough of that toony couple. Let's get down to number 12. Usually in Disney movies, it's usually love at first sight. Can we stop doing that, please, and give a little bit more... I mean...
You were.
Shut up. So, what better couple to show love at first sight at the first meeting than Anna and Hans?
I'm shocked you chose that one.
You know I said Hans, right?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a whole bunch of people to stop the video right now and dislike the video right immediately. I'm joking. It's Anna and Kristoff.
Thank you.
She was engaged, and she runs into this goofball. What is with the girls with goofballs in Disney?
It's the best way to choose, because why you go off their hamster guy and never end up good? Sometimes.
Your favorite one is the handsome guy. Beauty and Belle and Beast.
In the end, he's handsome.
Yeah. But Anna and Kristoff get, again, lower on the list because one day they spent together. Okay, practically a day and a half. And they argue with each other for the most part.
Oh, you mean Kristoff and Anna?
Yeah, they argue for the most part.
I know.
And then they make that little innuendo that size doesn't matter. Foot size doesn't matter. Nice one, Disney, for sneaking that in over the kids' heads. And then after a while, he starts to understand her more and, you know...
They fell in love.
Yeah. Not going to say what happened in the second one because I don't want to do spoilers for people who haven't seen it. Mm-hmm. So, can I make a Frozen joke?
I'm just saying, back in the day, they did that... You know, for one day thing.
Yeah.
And then, Disney.
Also, considering they're in a frozen place, luckily they're married now because the cold won't bother them anyway on a cold... I got nothing. I got nothing for Frozen. Coming in number 11. When you first find your true love, it kind of helps if you don't pretend to be a boy. You know who it is.
What?
Mulan and Shang.
I thought it was Mulan. I thought wait, let me guess here.
I know. So yeah, Mulan and Shang get the 11th spot on this list, mostly because, once again, there wasn't much romance going on in this movie, except for her liking him. Not only that, the first time she met him, he was kind of rude, and he took his shirt off. I think that's every girl's dream, to be in a boy's locker room, or something like that, seeing the abs. And then she proved to be better than him, and he respected her for it. One thing I really love about their relationship is after he found out she was a woman, rules in the Chinese army, if a woman is found, they have to kill her, because it's considered dishonor. But because she saved him from an avalanche, he kept his word and owed her. And then he went back to her home village at the end of the movie and brought her helmet. Nice raid just to go see her, buddy.
Yes.
And then it ruined it with the second one.
No, never watch it.
You never watched it?
I know I have it, and I wish I didn't.
I liked it, but did we really need marriage crap in for Mulan? Well, at least they couldn't screw it up after that. Oh, wait, they're doing a live-action one. Well, is there any Chinese joke, any China jokes I can make?
Not really, no.
Damn it. All right, come in, number 10.
Hercules.
Yep, you definitely went from a hero to a zero. Meg and Hercules. One of our favorite couples, for obvious reasons.
Yep.
Obviously not the couple shown here.
No, that was awful.
Yep, that would be very terrible. One thing I really like about them is usually it's the princess who, like, I mean, technically, okay, she's not a princess. Usually it's the girl that likes the guy first, not the other way around.
Oh, well, she wanted a man first.
Yeah, mostly because she'd been screwed over by men in the past.
That's why.
But actually, that's kind of why you and me are like them again.
Yeah.
Because you didn't trust men before me.
No, because I had too many breakups.
Yeah. None of which were her fault, by the way. All I know, and then after meeting me, and kind of like Hercules and Meg, he started to get closer, and you started trusting men again.
Well, you, actually. And
he's different. Oh, please. He's a guy. I loved how, in the beginning, it was, you know, her just doing a job to get her freedom back. But then, she really fell for him, and she couldn't hurt him.
Nope.
That's one thing I really liked about Meg and Hercules, is that it wasn't just a one-day love. It took place throughout a good number of months.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish they had a sequel, in all honesty. I really do. To explore more. I mean, they could have had her in the TV series, but no, it was when he was a teenager.
Wasn't.
Nope, he was a teenager by then. Okay. Also, the Hero to Zero thing, where it's kind of like that, it's just the cartoon episodes. They did not even try to make a spinoff. Well, this couple's all Greek to me.
And you are Greek.
I know. Coming in at number 9. Okay, where's that carpet? Where's the carpet? Seriously, I wanted to do that trick when I pulled the rug and you fall over.
What?
Oh, right, you're not supposed to fall over. Sorry, I keep getting that mixed up. If you can't guess the joke, Aladdin and Jasmine.
I knew it.
Again, he liked her day one, but she was a peasant. She looked like a peasant. So that didn't matter to him that she was rich.
She didn't care either.
That he was poor?
Yeah. He liked him.
Yeah, not first.
I know, but it took a while.
Once again, another couple who fought in the beginning instead of liking each other in the beginning.
They did?
Do you not remember when he was pretending to be the prince and she hated him for being stuck up?
No, I meant at the beginning.
Right. They kind of had understanding of everything between each other. And also, the only Disney princess to wear very little clothing for the top.
You're right.
Yeah.
I feel like how she figured out it was him.
Yeah, she tricked him. Also, it was that move during the little bit of the song. Yeah. Dude, if you're trying to impress a girl via disguise, don't do anything you've already done to her.
It's hard.
It is, considering when it works so well. But she fell for it anyway.
Yes, she did.
Which means she's either in love or gullible. Can't it be both?
I guess so.
Well, in the end, after one movie that was downright just terrible,
Yeah.
and then the third one, they finally got married.
Finally getting married.
Yeah. And now, cue the genie joke. Huh, I thought the Earth wasn't supposed to move until the honeymoon. Nice one again, doing adult jokes, guys.
Yes.
Well, an Arabian Night. That leads to 1 million Arabian Nights. I have no clue what that means, but I'm trying to do what I can.
I know.
Coming in number 8.
What's number 8? Want to kiss you?
Yeah.
Okay.
See? And no annoying seagulls or aquatic orchestra involved at all.
Really, Ariel?
And Eric, yeah. Once again, obviously a 16-year-old falling for a little bit older guy from a
Wait, how old are you supposed to be?
I think 18, 20-ish.
Bad, Costa.
She was 16.
18's okay.
Fair enough. I gotta say, though, great couple.
Mm-hmm.
She liked him immediately. He pondered over her voice. Finally, a guy who's not involved with body language to find a girl attractive. I'm doing the thing Ursula said.
I know.
Terrible.
And what she did to him?
Oh, yeah. Luckily, it only takes a voice to be completely mesmerized, ladies and gentlemen. First feet and now voices. What's next?
What do you mean?
Cinderella. Feet. First identifying a woman by feet and then by voice.
Okay.
What's next? Eye color?
Maybe.
Shut up, Blue Eyes.
Oh, hush.
Anyway,
Nice.
the reason I really do like this couple and why they're higher on the list, honestly, it's kind of an odd tale.
I know.
Is after she makes the deal and obviously she understands what being exposed is about, he falls for her right quick. And doesn't matter who she is.
Well, actually, it took him a while to do that.
Yeah, but...
Because he was looking for the other girl, the voice.
No, I know, but I enjoyed that. Even though he was looking for this fantasy girl, he had a great girl right here.
Oh, I know.
And all the little cute moments between them in the movie were perfectly done. It was done in 3 days, which honestly is kind of a cop-out of doing the one-day love story, but at least they did other stuff rather than just look at each other all day.
Right, that's true.
And at the end of the movie, they end up together. Also, best prince on all of Disney. Why?
Wow. Really?
Ursula kidnaps Ariel, drags her to the bottom of the sea. He dives down there, tosses a harpoon at Ursula to stop her. And then when she's grown giant, he rams a shipwreck into her torso and kills her. Only Prince... Oh, wait. Prince Philip. He did kill the villain. But still, it was a better... This was more badass.
That's true.
And then afterwards, they got married and had a terrible, terrible direct-to-DVD sequel.
Yeah.
No. No more DVD sequels, please. Well, she got to be a part of his world.
Yes.
And luckily she didn't have to know the problems of high heels back then. What? They're killer for the legs.
I know.
All right, coming in number 7. This, again, a couple who hated each other in the beginning until their first kiss.
Okay, this is gonna bug me now.
I know.
Who is this?
Well, let's just say their kiss had a lot of tongue. She's thinking of something dirty. I'm thinking of something that actually happened. If she doesn't know who it is, the number...
Is this some kind of, something about a reptile?
Amphibian, but okay.
Yeah.
Number 7 spot goes to Tatiana and Naveen from Princess and the Frog. Again, a prince who's kind of a playboy and kind of a brat. Then he makes a stupid deal. And the hardworking girl who never gets what she's owed. And then because of a storybook, she kissed him. And then turned into a frog herself.
Yeah.
This is weird because in this movie, they are literally, a majority of the movie, they are frogs.
Wait, why did he do this again?
Do what? Make the deal?
Yeah. Money.
Kind of.
But he's a prince.
Not really. If you listen to the song Friends on the Other Side, his parents cut him off from the riches.
Okay.
That's why he had to marry a woman who has money.
Mm.
Yep. Instead, he fell for the woman who worked hard. Huh. Kind of like you and me.
Yeah.
I'm the lazy one, but I still work.
Uh-huh.
And she's the hard-working one.
Yes, I am.
Just don't turn into an animal, please. Don't turn into an animal.
Just because I work with dogs doesn't mean I'm going to turn into one.
Good. Because that's going to be weird. Anyway, another reason I really like this is throughout the movie, they do argue. They do have cute moments. And she even gets him to get off his ass and do something. And then during... I mean cook.
That's what I mean.
And then during, like, that one scene in the movie, he makes this romantic dinner for them when he's going to pop the question. And, you know, he feels like her having her own place, like her dream being fulfilled, is more important than what he wants. And I love that he was willing to give it all for her.
Well, she wants to make her happy.
Yeah, I mean, even if it wasn't, like, being with him. Right. Although it ends up in the end. And,
yeah, it is.
This is... Again, this was one of the last 2D animated Disney movies, and I love it so much. And plus, the couple is so relatable, because couples do argue about stuff like this. And it works in this movie.
Yep.
So, any jokes I can do for this one?
Not really, no. I don't think so.
Fair enough.
This one's any frog jokes.
Nope, can't think of it.
Okay.
Coming in number 6. Lauren... I said your name. Shoot. Okay, yeah, her name's Lauren. No, not saying her last name now.
Okay.
No last name. You're gonna love this one that I put them on this list.
What?
Well, it's true. It's good to be wicked. Can you guess?
Wait, what?
Guess. So many ways to be wicked, and sometimes the bad girls do get the guy.
Which girl are you choosing here?
You can guess. She knows what movie I'm talking about. Do you?
So is it Maleficent's daughter?
Nope.
You mean some Snow White's daughter?
Not Snow White's daughter, Evil Queen. Number 6 goes to
confused.
Number 6 goes to Evie and Doug from Descendants.
You mean the Evil Queen's daughter? What am I saying?
Yep. Yep. Evie and Doug. For the most part, we all knew Mal and Ben were going to get together anyway.
It was too obvious.
Obvious from the start. But having Evie fall for Dopey's son? Did anyone expect that in the first movie? No? Neither did we. What? Did you? The
thing is, it's the same movie type thing.
Same story. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, fair enough. The reason I really love them, and it's not just because Sophia Carson does an incredible job as Evie. It's not just that. Throughout the 3 movies, in the beginning of the first movie, Evie's always told, she has to find a prince. Looks are all that matters. Mm-hmm. But in the first movie, she kind of does that kind of thing where she kind of, like, toys with Doug a little bit, like, to help her and all that.
Yeah.
But then when he sticks up for her when she's accused of cheating, which, all fairness, she kind of did.
Yeah.
He shows that she can be smart, not just good looking. And that makes her see herself in a different way. Mm-hmm. It's always good to find a couple in a series where it's not just finding 2 people who are different and making them forcefully be together. Mm-hmm. You have to have one of them or both of them change the other in a way. Like, how Belle taught Beast how to be more sincere and more opening. Mm-hmm. And Doug taught Evie that looks aren't all that matters and that she is smart. Mm-hmm. And that she can do it. And throughout the last of the 2 movies, it's cute seeing their little interactions.
Yeah, it is.
And seeing them as a couple, it's just... It just warms my heart that it's done well. And it's not the main couple, which I like.
Yeah, I know.
And also, it wasn't... No one could see it going forward. No one saw it coming. Until the end of the first movie.
Right.
And in all 3 movies, they have moments together, and it's beautiful. Except for that song in the third one, where it was just ridiculous.
Girl.
The song or just the dance?
I mean, just kiss him already.
The song's okay, but
Yeah.
the sequence is not. And then in the end, when Harry says she's definitely taken, he says so is Evie. I love that.
Yeah.
So, see, sometimes the bad girls does get the happily ever after, and sometimes she always ends up with the dork.
Yeah.
Sound familiar?
Yeah, yeah, it does.
All right, coming at number 5. It is the only Pixar couple on this list. I think. I'm not sure if one movie is Pixar. I'm going to give her a little bit of time to guess. Just a hint.
What?
It is so fun and so beautifully well done when you can make a couple feel like they really care for each other with barely one of them saying words.
They not say words at all.
One says says a couple words, but it's not real conversation. Give me your hand.
Oh.
She knows who it is. Do you?
You mean Wally and Evie?
Yep. Wally and Evie get the number 5 spot. And yes, robots falling in love. Do not watch Robots. That's a terrible movie.
Yeah.
So not what we're talking about.
No.
But yeah, Evie and Wally gets high on the list because, okay, yes, we see couples in Disney movies talking back and forth, arguing back and forth, but so rarely do we see interaction that isn't vocal. Because during the parts where Evie, is enclosed in the capsule,
Yeah.
we see what Wally does for her. He holds an umbrella for her in the rain. He puts a movie on to watch with her, even though she can't really watch. I mean, she records what's going on.
Yeah.
And he just likes her at first sight, also because she's the cleanest thing on the planet. What?
No.
It's not my fault.
Yeah.
And then during, when they're on the Axiom, he does whatever he can to go see her, even if he leaves a trail of dirt, and that little mow thing has to clean up all the time.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But overall, after, seeing the recordings of when she was in stasis, of what Wally did for her, she kind of feels for him, too. And the scene when he almost dies, and she screams for him, it's just tragic. And then the end of the movie, when he's rebooted and he doesn't remember anything.
Oh, right.
That is what kills me a little bit. Because he did all this for her. He sacrificed his own self for her to make sure everyone was okay. And he gets rebooted. And then she kisses him and that little spark jogs the memory. My favorite scene between them is when they're outside of the ship and he has the fire extinguisher and they're just dancing to the music. That is beautiful. I swear, I haven't seen a scene like that in Pixar in years. They need to do something like that again. Something so beautiful, but without anyone talking. Because how awesome was that scene?
It was awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was.
See? Robots can fall in love, too. Just make sure he's near sun so he can recharge. He needs to recharge.
Okay.
Coming in number 4. Lauren, you're gonna love this one.
Why?
Because it's plain to anyone can see we're simply meant to be. Jack Skellington and Sally. One of my favorite couples, and honestly one of our favorite couples which is weird because unlike the others on this list, they aren't really a couple till the last bit of the movie.
But don't they kind of like each other though?
Yeah, but like in many movies and shows, Jack's naive and dim about it. Sally likes him a lot. She admires him. And both of them are a lot alike. I mean, Jack is always tired of the same thing and wants something fresh. And Sally wants to have a place to belong. And it doesn't help that whatever Jack does, he's constantly screwing things over and Sally's trying to talk him out of it. Can you imagine a woman who has to deal with a guy who's always causing problems and never listens to her? What are you looking at me for?
I'm joking.
I hope so. But again, the one thing I love about them is even though she had a vision where things were going to go horribly wrong, she still helps him with what he wants to do, even though she knows something's going to happen.
She likes him.
Yeah, and he's too dim and blind. Wait, can I say that about a skeleton? Can I?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. He's too blind with what he's doing to understand. And that's not until she's kidnapped, and also she thinks he's dead and everything, that he saves her from Oogie. Also, how did Jack know that they were at Oogie's?
With the kids?
No one told. They didn't tell him.
I have no idea.
Do you think there was a deleted scene where Jack went to the kids and asked where they were?
I don't know.
Yeah, oh my god, I'm ripping a hole in one of my favorite movies. Stop me! Stop me!
Okay.
Alright. Well, and again, at the end of the movie, the final scene where they're on top of the snowy hill, and then they kiss at the top of the hill, and it's just a song that really warms my heart, even though only one of them has a heart. Sally, because she's...
Alright.
But it's just a beautiful couple, and I can see why so many people love them, and why we love them. Mm-hmm. They're simply meant to be in a wicked, wicked world. Mm-hmm. Coming in number 3. We're top 3, ladies and gentlemen, and this is where she's gonna love it.
Why?
Because, for once, this is the only Disney princess who actually likes a guy with hair on his chest. Belle and Beast, obviously. Number 3 for a good number of reasons. One, again, like a lot on the list, they didn't like each other at first.
Well, honestly, no.
Yeah.
like it says, who could have a Beast?
Exactly. And also, unlike the other ones, it doesn't take one day. It takes from the span of a couple weeks and months.
How long did it take?
Well, let me think.
It didn't really tell us.
It kind of does, if you pay attention enough. Mm-hmm. Because it was nice in the meadow when she was doing that song about, doing that, the hills are alive with the sound of music thing. I'm making a joke.
Okay.
And then, from the time she's locked up, we see it going from... Oh, no, wait, it's always winter at the
Yeah, I was going to say, it's always winter.
I keep forgetting that's always winter there, because that's when it was.
Yeah.
So, I'm guessing probably not months, but maybe like a couple weeks, maybe?
Yeah.
Because I think that was enough time for everything to happen, possibly.
Obviously, yes.
Yeah. And also, seeing them change one another again, him stop being so angry and mean all the time, and her... Okay, yeah, Belle's perfect.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, and seeing that transition, even from when she was running away, and he saved her from the wolves, that was awesome. And
yes, definitely.
She helped him. He changed for her. And for everyone who says that this is Stockholm Syndrome, it is not Stockholm Syndrome. You know what that is, right?
I'm trying to think what
when someone's kidnapped and they fall in love with their kidnapper.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing. Stockholm Syndrome, the victim changes for the captor.
Oh.
In this, Beast changes for Belle. So for people who say it's Stockholm Syndrome, cut that out. You know nothing. This is a clear example of someone wanting to change for someone in order to be lovable. What?
He likes her.
Well, also, she was the only one who gave him a chance, to be honest, if we're thinking about it.
That is true.
Not only that, but every one of his servants kept giving him a little nudge to do...
Yes. Definitely.
Like how more obvious can you be? Also, the scene of the ballroom, other than Wally and Evie, best dance scene of all in Disney. Mm-hmm. And the dress, his suit, and the atmosphere of the ballroom just makes it sink in more.
Yeah, it does.
Because if you think about it, that's one of the only lit up places in the whole castle.
That's true.
Yeah. So I think that makes the moment more enchanting because there's so much in a dark area all the time. Mm-hmm. And then this great dance scene comes on. And it's all bright and not too colorful, but lit up so it shows their movements. It shows the dress. And they get closer. And,
they do, yeah.
And it wasn't until he's dead that she finally says she loves him. Love saves all, even if you have horns, big teeth, and a lot of hair. Mm-hmm. So I'm only missing the horns, but everything else I got, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Big teeth, a lot of hair.
Yeah.
I'm Greek. You can, yeah.
You do.
All right, coming. So, Yeah, that was the only joke I had for that.
Okay.
Number 2. This one's going to confuse you big time.
Why?
The only couple... Let me just double check. Yep, the only couple to be legitimately married throughout the entire movie. I love watching her confused face.
They're already married?
Yep. From the start of the movie to the end of the movie, they're already married.
Is this Pixar or Disney?
Pixar, I believe. Yeah, wait, Inside Out was Pixar, right? Inside Out is Pixar, right?
Inside Out?
No. I'm just asking. Inside Out is Pixar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it is Pixar. Wow. Oh, wait. Number 2 is Pixar. Yeah, Pixar. It's Pixar.
So you're saying Inside Out?
No.
I was gonna say.
She has no clue who it is. Well, I'm just
Are they superheroes?
No.
Okay.
Nice try, though.
Okay, it's Pixar and it's like...
They're married already. I'm gonna say this.
No, wait. Wait, describe that more. What?
What?
Okay, they're already married.
Yes. From start to finish.
Oh, it's a dark minute.
I love watching her get like this when she's trying to figure it out because she does not know what the list is, right?
No.
Because I wanted her reactions in this video to be as genuine as possible.
I know Pixar movies. Come on.
Well, just like this couple, you make me a little un poco loco. It's Spanish for a little crazy. You make me a little crazy. Can I say? The number two spot goes to Pixar couple Hector and Imelda from Coco.
I wasn't even gonna guess that one.
I know. The reason they're number 2 on the list, and you're kind of gonna be surprised by the number 1. The reason they're number 2 on the list is because like I said, they're the only one married, kind of. Because, yeah, he wanted to live out his dream of being a musician. So he left his family for a little bit. And then it's found out that when he didn't come back, she decided, you know what? My family's done with music. No music whatsoever. So, you don't even sing happy birthday?
No.
Wow, what a terrible...
This is a happy birthday, so...
Wow, what a terrible childhood that must have been. Wait a minute, they're Spanish. What about quinceañera?
I don't know.
Wow. And you know when people say women kind of overreact when it comes to men? This is a prime example of overreacting. Mm-hmm. Because, so your husband didn't come back, so you're going to cut out music from your life? That's kind of overreacting, don't you think?
Yeah. So for
generations, no one in the family liked music until one kid liked to be different, obviously. Yeah. That's literally the Disney Pixar formula. Parents are strict about something, kid goes off and does it. Don't go to the surface, I went to the surface. Don't touch the butt, I touched the butt. Do not go fight my place in war. Shit, she saved China, she's better than me. Is this making you laugh?
Yes.
Really?
There's something about this movie.
What?
They're both kind of dead. Why didn't he just told her the truth?
She wouldn't go see him.
Oh.
So yeah, turns out, like I explained in my top 13 Disney Pixar villains list, Ernesto de la Cruz was Hector's partner, but Hector missed his family. And he wanted to leave, quitting the gig, which Ernesto wouldn't allow because he wanted to become rich and famous.
Right.
So obviously the level of going overboard is kind of a prime example in this movie. He poisons him and kills him and takes his songs and does it himself. Mm-hmm. And this is kind of what's a tragic moment. She never knew this.
I know. And
even in the afterlife, she didn't bother to think, why did he leave all those years ago? Like, why?
That's why I didn't get why. Why didn't she go over there and talk to him?
I know.
After she died.
Well, sometimes women can hold a grudge over the stupidest things.
Don't compare to me, my exes.
I'm not. No. Your examples are pure reasonable. But it just makes it even sadder when you I mean, throughout the whole movie, we are to believe Ernesto is Miguel's great-grandfather.
I know.
And the minute we find out the truth and then see the scene where he is singing to little Coco when she was a kid, how many of you cried? I did. You did. I did. Yes. You, even if you are the most muscular man in the world, if you said you did not cry at that scene, you're a fucking liar, and we know it. I'm trying not to swear. I'm censoring myself. But in the end of the movie, even though she hates him, she realizes that he's starting to fade away because Coco's about to die and forget him. Right. So, yeah, even after everything that happened, it's that one moment when he's disappearing, she finally gives in and allows Miguel to go back, and even though he's not, she takes away the no listening to music thing. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. False alarm. Hope she kept you occupied.
Not really.
Oh, come on. Look at you.
I don't know.
Well, just sitting there is a good start. So, like I was saying, at the end of the movie, Coco was with her parents, finally reunited. Oh my God, she had her whole childhood with one mother and never knew her father that well. Huh. One of the most realistic parents in Disney. Yeah. But then at the end, they're together again in the afterlife, and
I'm glad.
Who else cried at that?
I think I kind of did.
I think this entire last bit of the movie was made specifically to make people cry rivers. Yeah. So, much like Hector and Imelda, my girl makes me a little bit crazy, but I love her. All right. Time for the number one. And if you were paying attention to my picture, you know who it is already.
Oh, I know. I'm shocked.
Oops, sorry.
Okay, watch it, Kosa.
Well, you're supposed to let loose your hair.
My hair's not that long.
We can make it. You know who it is. Rapunzel and Flynn Rider. Okay, I'm using his real name. Rapunzel and Eugene.
Yeah, use his real name.
Yeah. They're number one because they are the equivalent of everything I said about the previous couples. So, obviously, they met by chance. And by chance, I mean, he kind of ran into her.
I know.
And by that, I mean he found her tower. By running in the forest. He was being chased by guards. And a horse. While trying to outrun his people who he kind of screwed over. Oh, he's a thief, too. Did I forget anything?
I'm just thinking in my head what she did to him.
Oh, yeah. Finally! One... Okay, I'm just going to say this. Being locked away in a tower for 18 years is kind of terrible considering when you're an 18-year-old girl and you can literally use your hair to rope up a guy.
No, I'm going to use a pan.
Oh, yeah, frying pan. Well, and then she ties him up with her hair.
I know. What else can she use? Okay, rope, but still.
We are literally being bad people about these two. Well, sadly, the hair is gone now, so they can't do that anymore.
Oh, no.
Oh, is it bad that I'm making that joke for them?
Oh, hush.
But anyway, yeah, they just met by chance. She had no clue who he was, which honestly worked for his benefit. And so she ties him up, hits him with a frying pan. And what does she want from him? A date.
No.
No?
She wants to see the lights.
But it's been 18 years.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, right. No kiss. Never been kissed. Never mind. She's literally...
Didn't they kiss at the end?
At the end, yeah, but 18 years. She's never been kissed. Hey, it's just like Drew Barrymore in Never Been Kissed. What?
How old were you?
Shut up. Shut up.
I got you there.
Is there a chameleon I can have to stick their tongue in your ear?
No.
So anyway, like I'm saying, again, they didn't like each other at the beginning. This whole thing was a business transaction, basically. Also, wouldn't it have been smart for her to look in the backpack to what he had?
What,
or did she?
The tiara?
Yeah.
She wore it.
Oh, yeah.
But it didn't click her in yet.
Right, I forgot that. So, yeah, in exchange for giving back the tiara, he has to bring her to see the lights, which is the equivalent of being a married couple. Do you want the remote? You go buy me some chocolate. It's basically the same thing.
Uh-huh.
So then her first journey outside of the tower, and they spent about a good 10 minutes of it, her switching between being happy and depressed. I'm outside. I'm outside.
That part.
Yeah. Happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad. Maybe it was that time of the month.
How dare you say that?
What? She changed her mood so quickly?
Jeez.
Oh, I'm going right to Disney hell.
Do you want me to girl one day?
No. I'm going to Disney hell, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Crap. But overall, they do get into some trouble during this.
Yeah.
Such as being trapped in underwater.
Yes.
Oh, and then it was the time for her to say her hair glows.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a good thing to say when you're about to die. Seriously, why? Oh, right, she's ditzy sometimes.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then after healing his cut, and then after like a good number of times of, them bickering back and forth.
Yeah.
Then they finally get to sit and talk and kind of explain more. He tells her more about her, more about his, his real name.
Mm-hmm.
She says stuff about her hair and why she's scared. Mm-hmm. And once they get to the festival, I think it's at this point where he doesn't care about the tiara anymore. It's about that time when he finally sees her, and this has been a great day. Okay,
yes.
Normally I have said that I hate it when they do one-day love stories, but this one, again, was more like a 2-3 day thing.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, but again, it's done good. It's not done cheesy. It's not done cliche. Mm-hmm. And the scene when they're dancing at the festival is amazing. Mm-hmm. And then the lantern scene.
I like that.
Who did not love that scene? The song was beautifully done. Mm-hmm. The lanterns the entire time. Seeing her finally get to see them up close. And for God's sake, it was amazing.
Mm-hmm, it really was.
Not only that, but he is one of the few heroes to actually risk going to jail by breaking out of jail to save her. What?
And then just rethinking in my head what happened there.
He got sent to jail for stealing the tiara,
right.
Which, okay, again, he kind of did, but,
I know.
And then he realizes what's going on. He, with the horse, who hated him at first,
oh, I know,
raced back to the tower, and then he gets stabbed for his trouble. Mm-hmm. And then, in a last-ditch effort to make sure she's free, he cuts her hair. That has to be the nicest clean cut ever in history, or that mirror shard is sharp.
It's that though she didn't see him at first, then did that. But
that was the point.
Well.
He didn't care about being saved.
Yeah.
He wanted to make sure she could never be used like that again. Mm-hmm. And good thing he had a thing for brunettes the whole time. And also, she's really short hair. Would you go that short?
Never.
Really? I've got a pair of scissors and her sleeping that says otherwise. She's mad at me, isn't she? Yeah, she's mad. Okay, well, again, hating each other at the beginning, not being interested in each other in the beginning.
Right.
It wasn't even like a love thing why they needed to go. It was just because she had something he wanted, and she was desperate.
Yes, she was.
And after all of that, talking throughout the movie, enjoying the wide open world with each other, is, even though her mood swings happen more often than yours. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
And all that, and one scene to make them fall for each other, the lantern scene, bringing it all together, and his self-sacrifice to make sure she was okay. Rapunzel and Flynn, Eugene, is by far the best Disney Pixar couple, period. What?
It's not Pixar.
Well, I have to count Pixar because I had 2 Pixars on my list.
Right, yeah.
And, yeah, and after many times of asking, he finally said yes.
Eugene.
Okay, fine, she said yes.
And happy ever after.
Yeah. Until later on, a TV series kind of changed all that.
That was awful.
No, actually, the show is actually pretty good.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The animation is a little bad for my taste, but the stories are actually pretty good. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my Valentine's video. My top 13 Disney Pixar couples. Hope you enjoyed the list. Hope you enjoyed it more with her here. Like the video, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This has been an amazing channel, and I'm really glad you decided to come on board. See, it's more fun when there's no script, so you don't have to worry about messing up.
Yeah, I know.
And also, watching her get frustrated.
Really?
Watching her laugh and watching her get mad at me all at the same time was definitely an added plus for the video. So if people demand you to come back, would you come back on?
Maybe.
Depending on the video.
Yes.
In order for her to be on the video, you know what? If this video gets about 100 likes...
We'll see.
100 likes, I will have her come on board with another topic that I know she'll enjoy. So
I wonder what that's gonna be.
Anything Disney, any TV shows that we like, any shows she likes, it has to be in her interest or she won't come at all. My foot's asleep. Well, coming next week, I'm going to start a new segment of my show that is inspired by one of my favorite YouTubers, and the first one, it's one of her favorite characters.
Which one?
Nope. I do not give spoilers on my videos.
Alright.
Tune in next week, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gamer K and my girlfriend logging out. Give a wave.